So let's talk about conservatives. You know, the folks who claim that they're guarding tradition, protecting freedom, and keeping the government out of your wallet, unless you're poor, pregnant, or browsing books in a public school library. Now, once upon a time, conservatism meant limited government, fiscal responsibility, and a healthy suspicion of central authority. Basically, it was libertarianism with a necktie and a country club membership. And I respect that. I like my government small enough to drown in a bathtub too, preferably while holding a copy of the Patriot Act it never should have signed. But today's conservatives? They're less about conserving principle and more about conserving power. And not even in a clever James Bond villain way. More like an HOA president on a power trip because someone had the temerity to paint their mailbox a violent chartreuse. Seriously, what are they conserving? The Constitution? Please, half of them treat the First Amendment like it's optional if the speaker has blue hair and a gender studies degree. Fiscal responsibility? The last conservative to balance a budget was a myth. Like Bigfoot, but with small hands and a worse hairpiece. I mean, the modern conservative movement has gone from quoting Barry Goldwater to retweeting Kid Rock like he's Thomas Paine with a Bud Light grudge. They're defending Western civilization while banning books and yelling at Disney. It's like watching someone try to save the Titanic by rearranging the deck chairs and then setting the lifeboats on fire. And don't get me wrong, progressives have their own hot mess to sort through. But at least they're trying to move the ball forward, even if it's through a field of bureaucratic red tape and unpronounceable academic jargon. Conservatives, they're doing burnouts in the end zone while yelling about tradition, as if the ghost of Eisenhower is going to descend from heaven and say, "Yes, my child, privatize Medicare and build that border moat." Here's the truth. Real conservatism, actual conservatism, is worth conserving. Things like individual liberty, checks on government, and the idea that power should be hard to grab and easy to lose. That's the kind of conserving I can get behind. But what we've got now, it's a culture war cosplay in red, white, and very confused, with campaign donations. And if you're still calling yourself a conservative, maybe ask, am I conserving any specific values, or just nursing a political brand with more nostalgia than nuance? Because some of us still want to conserve liberty, just not a cable news audience.